All right.
There's nothing like that, penis breath. Elliot!
So I really don't like taking things apart, especially electronics. I've had bad luck with that in my life. I've broken a few things. Bridget Lynch's camcorder, my Nuno Benson Court electric guitar, Grossinator, Mouth Machine's toy. But this morning I woke up and my Atari 7800, the power supply where it plugs in, had gotten dislodged. Been watching a lot of this channel Radjunk, and the lady who owns the video game store, she takes stuff apart and fixes it all the time. So I was like, you know what? I'm going Radjunk this morning. I'm going to fix it. And it took a little time, took a little trial and error, but I did it. So we got E.T. for the Atari 2600 being played on the Atari 7800. This video was requested by Tyler. He said make some movie games. So, or he said make movie and TV games. So I'm gonna split it into two different categories: movies and TV games. I remember when I first got my Atari 2600, I was like, they got Smurfs games, they got ET games, they got all kinds of crazy games, but um, they're kind of weird. This ET game is ultra weird. ET's green, and he falls down this hole all the time. I just made a flower. Yeah, this is a strange game. You get stuck down in this hole, and you have to levitate out with your neck. You're being chased all the time by FBI guy. I guess the point of the game is to collect as many parts as you can to phone home. See, now we're in, looks like Roman times. I mean, it's not the worst game. This is known as the worst game ever made, but there's a lot of really bad games on the Atari that could be called the worst game ever made. So at least this game's kind of visually fun, even though you never have any idea what you're doing in it, and you just keep falling in this hole. I guess they sold like millions of copies of it, but it was so unpopular they returned like 650,000 of it, which that must have been a good time in video games where you could return a game to the store. You can't do that anymore. All you can do is open up the cellophane, realize you don't like it, and then take it to GameStop, and they'll give you like $3 for it. I'm really stuck in this hole. I move to a different part of the hole and escape. I'm permo stuck in this hole, so I'm gonna have to say that's the end of that for ET. But I mean, the most infamous video game based on a movie of all time. I had to start off with it, and I'm gonna pat myself on the back for watching Radjunk and figuring out how to fix that thing. It's a satisfying feeling. Next game. All right. This is Konami beat 'em up, so you already know it's going to be pretty good. Batman Returns. for the Super Nintendo. There are many Batman Returns games, most notable probably being Batman Returns for the Sega CD because of the driving stages. I just played that the other day on one of my playthroughs, and it looks incredible for the time. I mean, it still holds up today. Incredible looking game. It's a little bit too hard. The Batmobile being destroyed by Molotov cocktails and getting hit by a Jeep Wrangler. I seriously doubt that. They big time underpowered the Batmobile and Batman Returns on the Sega CD. Um, but Batman on Batman Returns on the Super Nintendo, pretty much, a good Konami beat 'em up. Not the best Konami beat 'em up. Look at that digitized Michael Keaton. It doesn't have a two-player. That driving part looks almost as good as Sega CD, but it's just a cutscene. There was a Robin in Batman Returns. It would have been a good two-player to have Robin in it. One of the Wayans brothers was supposed to play Robin, but he was cut out of the film. I think he's still got royalties though. But I'm alone naturally, and I play as one player. The only way to actually play the game. These graphics look incredible. The sprites are huge, very well detailed. Snow effects. My only complaint is I'm not a big Batman Returns fan. I'm a Batman in 1989 fan, because of my distaste for Danny DeVito and the fact that the Christopher Walken character was supposed to be Harvey Dent. I did not go back and watch Batman Returns very much. Batman 1989, one of the very first VHS tapes my family ever bought. The Warner Brothers 900 number and the Diet Coke Alfred commercial burned into my brain. It's kind of like with Ninja Turtles. When a baseball fell into my glove, I play right field. Gotta know how to catch. You gotta know how to throw. 'Cause I'm playing right field out where the dandelions grow. If you remember that one. It's a Pizza Hut commercial with Little League Baseball at the beginning of the Ninja Turtles VHS tape. Every young boy in Bloomingdale East had a copy of Batman 1989 and Ninja Turtles 1990 on VHS tape. I guarantee you that. That's not an illusion. Because it used to be VHS tapes, they're only meant to really be sold to video stores, and they were like over $100 each. That's why Blockbuster was so easily able to overtake the mom and pop video shops, because the mom and pop video shops, when a new release came out, they'd have like 2 copies of it. You could never rent it because people wanted to see the new release because they could only afford like 2 copies of it. Blockbuster came in and they'd have like 30 copies of the newest release movie, and then like a month or 2 later they'd resell them for like $20. I remember we got Pulp Fiction that way. It took a long time for Pulp Fiction to come out on home video. That's what they call it when they sell it to you directly to the consumer instead of the video store, home video. And I feel like Batman '89 was the beginning of home video. Everybody had it. I think it was $20 and just took the world by storm. It really did. Video games on a CRT TV look better than movies, even a DVD player on a CRT TV. I watched Bye Bye Love with the guy from Mad About You and Randy Quaid and Papa from Stranger Things. And watched that yesterday, and it's just doesn't have the glow that video games have. Like that Christmas tree in the background, that's like glowing. The TV is come alive, and even a DVD on a CRT looks a little flat. So I can see why people went into the HD revolution. DVDs do look better on an HD TV, but not these games. Turn this TV into some kind of magical device. It wakes me up in the morning. Makes me feel real good. I love it. This guy's name is Stun Gun O. No, Stun Gun C. Got your ass, Stun Gun. Yeah, all that Atari 7800 fixing I did this morning. I had to make 2 cups of coffee this morning. But it feels good. I'm almost inspired to replace my wobbly thumbsticks on some of my Nintendo 64 controllers, because the girl in Radjunk did that. He's ordered a new thumbstick. I don't know why. Over the years, Nintendo 64 controllers become floppy on the thumbstick, but I have 2 that are floppy, 2 that aren't floppy. I feel good to fix that flop. Maybe I found a new hobby today. Taking apart and fixing video games. I think it's good. I can do it now because I don't take Adderall anymore. When you take Adderall and you take things apart, you just break that shit. Sometimes you just take things apart just to take it apart. So I think that I'm mature, patient, and delicate enough now that I can handle that kind of thing. It feels so good. It feels real good. I haven't taken anything apart in years. Oh, actually, I took apart my PS4 because it was really loud, and I cleaned out the fan on it. So I guess you can call me a video game fixer. I have 2 video game systems that I have to fix. My Xbox 360 Star Wars Edition, my backwards compatible PS3, But that's out of my pay grade. I gotta send those in. I've found a few companies online that fix games and systems. So, well, that's a good effect right there. That foreground statue. They went all out on this game with the graphics. Um, Batman Returns on the Sega is made by Sega, so they didn't get Konami to make it, so that's why they're different. I don't know if Sega was trying to save money that way or what, but there's actually a prototype of this version of Batman Returns as a hacked ROM for Sega, and you can play 2-player with 2 different shaded of Batman. But I think it only has the first level. It's just a proof of concept. But yeah, we're getting into 11 minutes here, so I think I'm going to move on to the next game. But as you can see, this is even better than I thought it was. I'd like to play through this whole game one day. It's a great Konami beat 'em up, and I'll even forgive it for being Batman Returns. Now, if you're looking at 16-bit movie-based games, look no further than the Sega CD, because they actually had movie clips of the games included, like the one you see right here, Los Angeles 2029 AD. That's coming up soon, folks. This is Terminator for the Sega CD. Soundtrack by the infamous Tommy Tallarico. If you don't know about Tommy Tallarico, just give him a Google search. He's quite a character in the video game sphere. He's a love him or hate him type character. Personally, I love him. I think he's bombastic, ambitious, and not afraid to take a risk. He tried to make his own video game system, the Intellivision. He was going to reboot the Intellivision. He bought the rights to the Intellivision. Intellivision Amico, I think it was called. And it failed. It caused a lot of stir on the internet. But he tried to make his own video game system. And that's fucking awesome. This is not written by Tommy Tallarico, this song, but it's the Terminator theme song. Love this song. Right. Everything about this game is first class. Oh, I guess we're playing on medium. I don't want to play on medium. I suck, but we'll give it a chance. There's a Kyle Reese character. Now we're getting into that Tommy Tallarico soundtrack. Playing on the 3 button, because I didn't feel like unplugging and replugging in my 6 button. See, this soundtrack is rocking. Oh shit. Yeah, it's tough on medium. Yeah, this sounds fantastic. I like how there's a mix between Arnold's and straight up Terminator robots. Made by the guy that made Aladdin and Earthworm Jim. You could tell by the level design. Like a lot of ledges and things to climb, and kind of a maze. One of his early games. Oh, barely can't reach it. A lot of ladders and shit. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, shouldn't have picked medium, but couldn't figure out how to change the difficulty level, so I had to go with medium. But guess we're on a time constraint, trying to fit in as many games as we can, so we'll deal with it. This Hirsch family Sega Model 2 controller is a little bit sticky thumbs. Maybe I'll have to take it apart too. I don't want to take everything apart. I would have had one successful taking apart experience. Yeah, Radjunk calls it hand cheese, and it's just a bunch of gunk and goop that get stuck in between controllers after prolonged use. It's kind of that's a pretty gross analogy, but it fits it perfectly. Hand cheese, I like that. It's kind of like Fermunda cheese, but it's not as disgusting. It's just hand cheese. You never know where your hands have been, so it's still pretty gross cheese that your hands produces. But I really have to say, the most shittiest system is definitely Xbox 360 and Xbox One as far as breaking down. Both my Xbox 360 and my Xbox One are broken down. My Xbox 360 is in much worse shape than my Xbox One. My Xbox One just has a CD drive problem, but yeah, we're not going to get much further in this game at medium, so got a good taste of it. I'm going to move on to the next game. All right, this is the first ever movie to feature computerized special effects. It's about a young man, college-age man. Instead of junior college, he wants to do something else in his life. In his trailer park, he has a video game machine, arcade machine called the Last Starfighter, and he plays it all the time, and he's really, really good at it. What he doesn't know is that it's actually aliens invented the game, and they used it as a testing tool to see who could be a worthy candidate to fight in their air force in outer space, fight the other alien threat. If you haven't seen the movie, I recommend watching it. Great video game movie. It's up there with The Wizard, uh, Cloak and Dagger. Yeah, I would say that's like the trifecta of 80s video game movies: The Wizard, Last Starfighter, and Cloak and Dagger. I recommend watching all of those. As you can see, I suck at this game. I'm not a big shoot 'em up fan because I suck at them. But just wanted an excuse to talk about The Last Starfighter. This is a great movie, so we'll keep that short and sweet. All right, the sun's coming up. Time for another Sega CD movie game. A movie that was big in the early 90s. Winona Ryder and Keanu Reeves. Gary Oldman. A little movie they call Bram Stoker's Dracula. I had it on Game Gear. Totally different game. Still good. I have fond memories of playing that. My mom probably got it on clearance. It was a Christmas present. 1993, I believe. My little Game Gear that could. See, we got some FMV blood drop effects. Yeah, it's just the magic of the Sega CD is the magic of the FMV. This game was made by Sony before the PlayStation, so I mean they've had their foot dipped in the video game business for years. So I guess they figured, what the heck? I'll make my own video game system. The rest is history. Beware. Beware of what? Dracula. This is a totally digitized game. Oh, that's full screen, full motion video. That's impressive. Very impressive. There's Sir Anthony Hopkins. I forgot he's in this movie too. There's Vlad Dracula. There's Gary Oldman before he turned into Dracula. That part's not in the book. Wow, these are some pretty good clips, I gotta say. I picked some good ones. Alright, so the screen is smushed. What the hell is this? I don't remember this.
Year of our Lord, 1897. Jonathan Harker takes his first brave steps on his long and perilous journey. His single purpose is to rid mortal man of this appalling creature, and banish his memory from the realms of the living. For while he lives, terror roams the earth. But beware the stones across the bog, for they conceal a hidden danger.
Interesting. Alright, if I remember right, this game's pretty hard. You fight like bugs and stuff. That's not Keanu Reeves. They're trying to make him look like Keanu Reeves, but I don't think that's Keanu Reeves. Probably some programmer. But this fully digitized game is, and the idea of it I love. Pretty good animations on the digitized sprites as well. They had to You see why they had to squish it down. It's just very highly detailed. Oh fuck. Yeah, that's some bullshit platforming. I remember that about it. Oh, at least it may keep going. Get up, Jonathan. Damn sticky Genesis pad. The next game I might have to get a new Genesis, put in a different Genesis gamepad. This one's definitely got some hand cheese, and it's not my hand cheese either. I don't make hand cheese. Get up. Whoever had this before me is hand cheese. No way to get over it. You gotta jump over those things. This guy's a formidable foe. Yeah, these levels kind of suck, but it looks cool. It definitely looks cool. Oh, you got me. At least they give you a lot of lives. It continues, and they let you keep going. They probably knew it'd be unplayable otherwise. Get up, Jonathan. Oh, you gotta press start to get up. Long level. How many of these fucking guys are there? A little bit of blood on those birds. That's good. I like blood. Jesus. Oh god, this isn't gonna be good. What the fuck? I landed on it. I think this is gonna be the end of my run on this game. Ah! There we go. That's the end of that. Oh well. You got a taste of it. Next game. Rambo 3 for the Sega Master System. Oh, it's a shooting game. It's like what do you call it? Operation Wolf. Looks like I need to play Rambo 2 First Blood Part 2 because I don't have a compatible Master System gun. Just says Rambo. It doesn't say Rambo First Blood Part 2. Okay, this is more of a like Akari Warriors commando type setup here. It's a little, yeah, this is better. It's good to get a little peek of that Rambo 3. I bet that's fun. Just got to get a gun. I don't know if I can plug a Master System gun into a Genesis. I'll have to do some research on that. Love Rambo, love Stallone. I can make this all Stallone games because I love Stallone. I was thinking about playing Cliffhanger, but I don't want to over Stallone, you know. I think there's a Rocky on the Master System too. Say the best game like this is Bloody Wolf on the TurboGrafx 16 because it has blood. That's why I like it. Wow, that was quick. We're just burning through this shit. But yeah. The best of the best. One of my favorite movies. I didn't even like it when I was a kid. It was constantly on HBO. But I liked Jean-Claude Van Damme. I liked Steven Seagal. I like these R-rated karate movies. So I didn't watch a whole lot of Best of the Best until I got older. Is this even based on the movie Best of the Best? I've always wondered that. It's a kickboxing karate game. How the fuck do I play? All these names I don't recognize from the movie. Let's go to this fucking match. Let's play. Here we go. Best of the best. I like the graphics. It's like sort of like Prince of Persia style graphics. Damn. My buttons have stopped working or something. Call me Evan Hill. Evan Hill. Whenever he's doing bad at a video game, he blames the controller. Whenever he's bad at skating, he blames his shoes. I can talk as much shit about Evan Hill as I want now. He deleted me on Facebook, so you're a black spot on the Hill family, Evan Hill. Burglarizer. What the hell? Is this an instant replay? It says Song Po. I feel like that's the name of the bad guy on Kickboxer. I don't know. We'll just pretend this is based on Best of the Best, the movie, because I'll tell you, Best of the Best, great movie. One of those movies I could watch over and over and over again. But I think I've finally discovered that this game may not be based on Best of the Best, the movie. My guy does not look like Eric Roberts. His name just says Player One. Doesn't say Eric Roberts. Doesn't have a bad shoulder. Is this point-based karate? I mean, it is. It's like Best of the Best. They didn't wear gloves in Best of the Best. It's full contact. Oh shit, I won. Oh no, maybe not. Seem to be getting him good with those shin kicks. Come on. Stay down, son of a bitch. Well, this bastard just doesn't know when to give up. Oh, he came in with a face kick. How many times can I knock him down? Oh, he's the Terminator. He's invincible. Is that it? The hell? Yeah, I guess that's it. That's best of the best. Right, I had to bust out the Nintendo 64 EverDrive to play this one. For some reason, they don't have Surf Ninjas for the Sega Game Gear on my Sega EverDrive flash cart. I mean, it's not running very well on this 64. Maybe it doesn't run well at all on the Sega. I don't know. I'm gonna have to transfer it to the my computer to the Sega, because you can't have Game Gear without Surf Ninjas. Surf Ninjas had a Game Gear in the movie, a magical Game Gear the young Surf Ninja played, that somehow like gave him a psychic ability to see what was going to happen next in the world. So I always wanted this game as a kid on my Game Gear. I used to lay in my bed at night thinking about all the Game Gear games I wanted to fill up my little Game Gear case full of games. I thought, just if I had the Surf Ninjas and I had this and that, my life would be complete if I had all these games. And I still think that to this day. And that's the problem with video game collecting. It's never enough. See, we got some tiling issues here. That's Leslie Nielsen. Plays a sort of a cyborg in the film. Little rodent. Yeah, if I would have got this game, I don't think my life would have been complete, because I want to talk shit, but this game's not that good. I mean, it's a beat 'em up on the Game Gear. You don't find those a lot, but yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. I'm not gonna subject the audience to much more of this. I'm gonna find this Nintendo 64 game. Now that I got the 64 EverDrive out, I'm gonna get a 64 movie game. Call it a show, because I think we might be going on an hour here. Actually, I'll keep it at 4 minutes for this, because I do not know how to jump on that box. All right, this is A Bug's Life. I don't think I saw. I don't know if I've ever even seen A Bug's Life. I saw Ants in the theater. I think Ants came out around the same time as A Bug's Life. It's one of those things where like the same movie is made twice. I don't know why they do that in Hollywood. Um, Traveler's Tales, that's a good sign that it's a good game. Yeah, I've been neglecting my Nintendo 64. So, yeah, why not play a Nintendo 64? Nice digitized image from the film. Oh, graphics look fantastic. Almost as good as the movie. Moving camera. Have a few around by pressing B. Now flick. There are a lot of places to explore, but you can't run anywhere you want willy-nilly. Sometimes you have to jump. Press A. Yeah, it's good to be back on the 64. It's been too long. And we can thank Surf Ninjas for that. For making me bust out the 64 again. My 64 videos they get thousands of views, but no one is interested in 16-bit gaming. I think I guess 16-bit is more Gen X, and I guess I'm more popular with the millennial crowd. I'm right on the cusp of Xennial, part Gen X, part millennial. Okay, I'm ready to start playing now. But I began gaming at a very, very young age, so I played the Gen X games, with the exception of Atari. But Atari's almost boomer. But I did have an Atari when I was a kid. My mom's friend gave it to me. Had a bunch of games on it. And it was just fascinating to play games that were made before I was born on a system I didn't know about. It was very bare bones. All right, over here. Follow me. Turn this up a little bit. Over here. This sumbitch won't get out of my way. Was that blood or what? No, that wasn't blood. It was just me throwing shit. Volume is really low on this. Hard to hear it. I am. Ugh. Over here. I'm kind of stuck in this. Fell in a hole, I guess. Wow, that was easy. I guess this is a kid's game, huh? I didn't get any of the collector's things, so. No, I can't save. Not enough room in my memory card. In the tunnels. Flick harvest invention knocked over the food over. Okay. That's a cool level. I like the glowing effects. I feel like I got to do one more game. It's not a game to end with. Because I haven't ever seen this movie. I need to have one more game. It's kind of a Crash Bandicoot style level right here. Yeah, this is good. There's this guy named the Beast something, not Mr. Beast. He's just called the Beast. And he was he's playing and beating every single Nintendo 64 game on streaming, and then he makes kind of the Reader's Digest version on the YouTube, his YouTube channel. But I was watching him playing Turok 2 yesterday, and I started getting some motion sickness. And I don't get motion sickness from the Nintendo 64 per se. Only when it's kind of upgraded into an HD form. Like, for instance, I get motion sickness when I play the Xbox version of Perfect Dark. And he must have some kind of upscaling. He's probably playing on a ROM. He probably doesn't have a flash card. But yeah, I was getting some motion sickness. I was like, oh, I feel sick to my stomach. Did I eat something wrong? And he said something about having motion sickness, so I turned off the playthrough of Turok 2, and I felt all right. I get motion sickness from VR always. If I want to play VR, I have to take Dramamine. And I waited my whole life to play VR. They had the Virtuosity or whatever it was called, VR things in the early 90s. You could pay $10 to play. I wanted to try it so bad, but $10 just seemed like a whole lot of money back then. My parents never paid for it for me. I only saw it once at the Florida State Fair and the University Mall, and those are both places that you spend a lot of money at. So that just wasn't in the budget. I guess I figured VR was the future. VR was going to be around forever, so I'd get a chance to play some VR. But VR disappeared for a very long time until John Carmack stole the plans for the Oculus from ZeniMax. And I have a PlayStation VR, not PlayStation VR 2, just the original PlayStation VR. And it is pretty cool, I gotta admit. Okay, I'm not sure where I'm going, but I gotta play one more game. And it's gonna be a 64 game. Alright, it was tough finding one. But ended up getting the prototype version of Die Hard 64. Level 3. Die Hard 64 never came out, but can't end on the Bug's Life. I gotta end on a manly movie. Die Hard. You know what I'm saying? None of this kiddie stuff. We want Die Hard. Oh, shit. You guys have guns, and I only have my fists. Can I steal their guns? Who's shooting me? Everybody's shooting me. That does not sound like John McClane, but it's pretty funny. Can I do anything but fists? Guess I can't pick that up. I guess it sounded a little bit like John McClane. Yippee-ki-yay, but not motherfucker. Because that'd be a little bit too much. Die Hard 5, I believe it is. It's a PG-13. So he only says yippee-ki-yay. But there is an unrated version that he says yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. I only really like Die Hard 1 and 2. Die Hard with a Vengeance, it's okay. I just don't like how the guy always goes, Simon Says. I don't like that. But when I think of Die Hard, it's Die Hard 1 and 2 that are Die Hard for me. A lot of people like Die Hard with a Vengeance, and I do too. But it just came out too long after the Die Hard 1 and 2. It was like, I remember seeing the poster for it at the Plit 4 Cinema next to Chuck E. Cheese in Brandon. And Die Hard 3, Die Hard with a Vengeance coming out. I was like, I can't believe they're making another Die Hard movie. That's been years. But then in the early and mid 2000s, they made a ton of Die Hard movies. I think they made 3 more. Maybe 2. I don't know. A Good Day to Die Hard. I don't even remember the names of them, but the first one was okay. But once we get into PG-13 territory, that's when I'm like, fuck this. These damn prototypes. You never know what you're gonna find in them, but I think this is about it. I just had to end on a macho movie, but not much to it. Might make some more of these types of videos. There's so many movie games. My next game is gonna be a TV show game. Thanks to Tyler for the idea, and I'll be back soon with more video game goodness. Have a great day. Bye bye.